Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
Well, thanks for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. I am at ESA Fitness Club with Terrence. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great, and I have
Good.
some questions for you.
All right, I'm ready to answer.
First question, what does ESA stand for?
ESA stands for Enhanced Speed and Agility.
Okay.
Yeah, so most people come to me to get faster, to get more agile, to have more mobility, and more explosiveness. So
Love
yeah.
that. Well, give me a little bit about your background. How did you get into this?
I got into it after I was training for the NFL, and I had a trainer in college. And then I went up to Maryland after I played in the All-Star game my senior year, and I trained with Vernon Davis trainer, and it kind of opened my eyes to a lot more different style of training than what I was getting in college.
Interesting.
And then I was in the CFL and rookie camp with the Montreal Alouettes, and got cut from there, came back home, and started coaching and started training some kids. I put a speed and agility clinic on, got it sponsored, had about 40 kids come out. It was amazing.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, okay, I like it a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I just opened a facility with about 4 or 5 clients, $1,000 in a 1,000 square foot facility. And that
here
was
we
12
are.
years ago. Yeah.
Wow.
And now I'm here.
Now we're here, and what is this location? It's pretty prime, man, I gotta say.
Yeah, it's so this is downtown redevelopment zone, okay? Right, smack dead in the middle of downtown Myrtle Beach is
Yeah.
515 9th Avenue North, and I've been in this building for about a year.
Okay.
So I decided to come down here, one, to be a part of the community, be a part of the redevelopment and all the stuff that's going on downtown. So I just, took a risk, and so far it's been pretty good. We got a lot of neighbors coming down on this street,
Yeah.
and I like the plans that's what's happening down here. So I just wanted to be a part of some growth and be on the beginning of the stages, and that also actually ask what we think and what we want to do, and so it's pretty cool.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay, who's the typical client that you see on a daily basis? I know that you have all these different sports painted up on the wall,
Yeah.
which he did himself, by the way. Love that.
Yeah. A typical client is a high school and a middle school athlete. I do some 4th and 5th graders. I kind of start around 10 years old. That's kind of like my stopping point.
Yeah.
I've had some 9-year-olds that were pretty mentally there, that can stay locked in the whole session. And then when the seasons kind of change, I get my college guys and girls coming back in, and then I get some of my professional athletes. They'll drop in. I can't just rely on college and pro athletes because their seasons are longer in that at school. But most of my clientele are high school and middle school athletes, so we're trying to build them up. But the key is catch them in middle school. So by the time they get to high school, by the time they're juniors and seniors, they're 10 times better, and to give them a better chance to either go to college or make their varsity squad.
Yeah.
So that's the typical. And I also do adult personal training as well. So in the morning times, that's what I spend my time with doing.
I think a lot of people wonder where these great athletes come from, and I think a lot of times this is the thing that really makes the biggest difference for kids.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
This portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by AIM Acupuncture and Integrative Medicine. Hey guys, welcome back to Living Local Carolina. Today I'm back at AIM Acupuncture and Integrative Medicine, and I'm joined by Rebecca. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. We're going to talk about GLP-1s. It's a hot topic right now, and you guys are offering them, and you have some pretty great success stories to tell.
We've had really, really great success. Part of what led us on this journey is that we have, and our audience probably knows this, but we've become a really trusted provider in chronic pain and complicated cases. And so many of our patients turn to us for primary care, quite honestly. And so we've gotten the questions, and there's just so much misinformation out there. We thought we could do this a little better than what has been prescribed before. So we're going to talk with actually my director of the weight loss program, Denise. So we don't want to disseminate anything we haven't tried and tested ourselves. So she went on tirzepatide, I believe in the beginning of June, and has lost close to 30 pounds. Wow. Part of the perk of our program is we do 3D body scans using a shape scale. And we're gonna show those images because I think there's so much more than just the number on the scale and your BMI. There's inches lost, there's visceral fat. There's a lot of data that impacts your health that goes beyond just what shows up when you step on that scale.
All right, so now I'm sitting down with Denise. Denise, I'm so excited to get to talk to you and learn more about GLP-1s and your whole experience here.
Yes, I'm very excited to share who we are and what we do.
What do you think sets you guys apart from other places that offer GLP-1s?
So here at AIM, we offer individualized patient care, really working with the patient to reach their goals and in a way where they have continuous support and trusted care.
And you guys have some pretty cool technology too here.
Oh, absolutely. Our 3D body imaging scale really does set us apart in that we are able to learn so much information from a patient with our technology that we have here. How are we seeing progress, not only in numbers on the scale for pounds, but also inches lost, body fat percentage, BMI change. It's all information that we get from our shape scale that is absolutely tremendous to support a patient in seeing the progress they're making.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about your experience with it?
I would love to. I started utilizing this technology that we're speaking of in March. I'm at an age now where I'm going through some body changes and I really want to protect my vital organs. I want to work very, very hard at preventative care. So seeing these reports was absolutely a motivator to me to say, I need to improve my overall health. One way that I can do this is with this medically assisted weight loss program right here that we're providing. So that scale was a motivator for me, combining with the medication that we offer for our patients, the compounded GLP-1s. Having the support here is unlike trying a regimen on your own. I may have tried diets in the past, I may have tried exercise regimens. Combining those two with the technology that medicine has advanced to with the GLP-1s is really life-changing. It really is life-changing to know that the medications that we're taking are bettering your body, are safe for your body, reproducing chemicals that our body is already producing. It was a no-brainer for me, and I really encourage patients to do some research, to call us, to have a consult with us, learn what we are doing here and how we can help better your lifestyle.
So if somebody is watching and they want to get started, what's the best way for them to do that? How does the process work?
So there's two options. You can give our office a call, 843-273-4467, or you can visit aimbeyourbest.com. If you have some questions ahead of time, that's a great resource for you.
This portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by AIM. Well, welcome back to Living Local Carolina. Today, I am so excited to be joined by Autumn, who is a massage therapist. How are you doing?
I'm great. Thank you for having me today.
Absolutely. We're gonna get some tips and tricks. She's obviously the expert when it comes to massage and taking care of yourself. But what are some things that you think our viewers need to be keeping in mind with all the things we do during the day that weigh us down and make us feel awful?
Yeah, well, there's a couple things. First of all, the upper trap area, the shoulder blade area, I see a lot of people that come in with shoulder pain, and it's from all the driving and the texting and the keyboard working that internally rotates our shoulders and then creates all this tension in our traps.
Yeah.
So I can work on that for you. You come in, I can massage that, get all those knots out. I can find knots you didn't even know were there. And that helps to bring the shoulders back and relax everything. Yes.
It's so hard to remember to do that all the time
Pull your
because we're
shoulders
so
back.
used to looking down at our
Yep.
phones, and it feels kind of awkward to hold your phone like
Hold
this,
it up
but
at eye level.
it is better for you, right?
It is, to keep your neck straight and not looking down.
You gotta do the double
100%.
chin.
Yeah, I know. You just think no double chin.
Goodness. So when people come to you, what are some of the ailments that they typically complain about? Because I know that some of these tight muscles can cause other things too.
Yeah, absolutely. Headaches are a big one. So the tight muscles in the upper trap, the neck area, causes a lot of headaches. We've got the SCM muscles that run from behind the ears down, and we use those all the time to rotate our necks. When they get tight, it can cause migraines. I do a lot of neck work, especially on this SCM muscle. Lower back pain, you know, the piriformis that sits under the glutes can cause lower back pain, sciatic nerve pain. So those are the main things that I see in my practice.
And what are some of the general benefits of massage?
Relaxation, lymphatic flow. So you want to break up all the toxins that are in your body, and then drinking water after the massage. That's why it's so important, because it just gets all that crap out of your body, and so it doesn't resettle and create new problems.
Well, tell me all about Friends of Main Street, Tommy.
So Friends of Main Street is part of, Lumberton is a designated Main Street city. So that means we've been designated as a recipient of strategic economic development by the state, and the Main Street Group, or the Main Street Committee, works to raise funds for that historic downtown Main Street. So Lumberton kind of doesn't get a fair shake. Lumberton is a wonderful little city, but Main Street works to develop that downtown historic district and is continuing to work towards that goal.
So I guess my question would be, what do you need from the community right now?
So we just need people to come downtown. Lumberton has had some challenges with a couple of hurricanes that came through that created some flooding, which created some empty buildings downtown, but we need people to come downtown. The historic downtown area is really starting to come alive. We're seeing a lot of revitalization. There are a lot of new businesses that moved in the 2 years that we have been here. I think 5 businesses have moved into the downtown area. And then we have purchased the historic fire station and are renovating that downtown as well. So that whole downtown area is just really starting to come alive.
All right, now you said Alive After 5. For the viewers watching that don't know what that is, what is it?
So Alive After 5 is a concert series. And what our concert series does is it brings folks downtown to that area, and the stage is set at the Dick Taylor Plaza. And then our wonderful sponsors, which is the Robeson County Arts Council, Healy Distributor, UNC Health, and UNCP, all help us really put on these great concerts. And it's just a really good time. There are food trucks, there is a kids zone, there is lots of food and music, and just a really good time.
And this is just a great community event that's also free, right?
It is, and we close off the whole downtown area. So the whole plaza area, you can wander around, grab some great food. There are plenty of drinks and food, and the music is wonderful. The shops will be open downtown. And then there's the kids zone. So it's just a really fun family environment.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, everybody, you know how happy I am to be back in the kitchen today, and I am joined by Chef Taylor, who is from Cantina Imperfecto. Thanks for coming by.
Of course, my pleasure.
All right, what are you going to be making for us today?
Today we're going to be making chile en nogada, which is actually a traditional and seasonal dish of Mexico, and it represents the flag and their heritage and the history of it.
Beautiful colors too. That's a big part of this dish, but you're gonna kind of put me to work and tell me walk me through the process of how you make this, because we want you to be able to do it at home too. And it shouldn't be too overwhelming, but there are some steps we have to go through.
Of course, yeah, don't worry, I'm definitely gonna be putting you to work. You're gonna be doing the dishes, you gotta earn this meal.
Of course I do. So let's get started. What do I need to do first?
All right, so we'll start by grinding up our spices right here. So we're gonna use a molcajete to grind up our spices. So that's some cinnamon sticks. Then we got some cloves. So yeah, just give it a little quick smash, do a circular motion, grind it up. I'm gonna start by toasting our chiles. So we're gonna toast these about 3 minutes each side, you know, depending on the heat. So I'm taking these out and we're gonna put them in a plastic bag. You could always use a bowl and cover it with some plastic wrap. Okay. But you know, traditionally, grocery bag, baby. You know, in the kitchen, we always gotta multitask. So we're gonna throw in our finely diced onions and garlic. These are your aromatics for the dish. How you doing over there, Katie?
I'm sweating. I'm sweating.
So once these are translucent, we're gonna go ahead and add our ground pork. Get that all mashed up. So now that our meat has some color to it, we're gonna go into our raisins. So it adds a little bit of acidity and sweetness to the dish.
Raisins, nature's candy.
Exactly. So here we have some fresh peaches and some fresh apples. So yeah, look at those nice bright colors. Let's start on making our sauce. We're gonna start by adding our soaked walnuts that we had overnight. Goat cheese.
Ooh.
I know you're probably gonna say Philadelphia cream cheese.
Cream cheese.
Oh, you know, it's your kitchen. Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You know. So we're gonna take these out of the bag. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna peel off most of the outer skin. You wanna take a paring knife and make a nice slit 80% of the way.
Okay.
Because we're gonna stuff them and we're gonna fry them. All right, can we grab your famous cinnamon?
Oh, finally.
Perfect.
Needs salt.
It does. See, that's why we taste test. So we made that little slit down there. We're gonna stuff it, but not too much of the filling that we made. Start whipping our egg whites first. See how fluffy that looks? It has its air pockets. And then you always want to lay it away from you. That way you don't splash yourself with oil.
All right, so now we are going to be plating everything up, and one of the big features of this dish are the colors.
Yes,
that
of
look
course.
like the flag, right?
Yes, the white, the red, and the green.
The moment of truth. This was a huge bite for me to go in with. A lot of flavors in there, baby.
This is really good.
Mm-hmm. It's got pomegranate seed.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.